Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes. Pieces is a form of art. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
What is up, everyone? B-Roots over here, dying on this comment right now. What in a crazy day in crypto, guys. We have some breaking news, some craziness. Huge pulse dip right now. I bought that dip. I'm just going to state that right there, but we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about the breakout of X, sending to all-time high. And obviously, as always, guys, we're going to do some TA market analysis and just talk about what is going on in crypto. But what a crazy day, B-Roots. Crypto's stressful, bro, but opportunities pop up all the time, and I think this might be one. What's your thoughts?
1,000% opportunity if you are not in and don't have a position, not financial advice. This happens at the right time of a movie about to come out in 2 or 3 days. Like, so obvious that we are here to protect the people that we decide to throw our case out there 2 or 3 days right before the movie comes out. What a coincidence, you know. I'm sorry. I'm just going to put it out there that there are some people out there that are out against Hex, PulseChain, Richard Hart, and that's okay. In my opinion, Richard Hart has been preparing for this for a long time. And in my opinion, this is his time to shine. Whether it has, there's 2 ways you can shine. Man, we really went right to it. We went right to it.
Dude, it's just hot it's hot on the mind, bro. Like,
it's on the bike. You know,
and guys,
Mario, you know.
B-Roots was just on a space with Mario, you know, Nafalo, however you say his name. He had a big space about Richard Hart, brought B-Roots up. B-Roots had some good key points. He didn't get to finish all the things he was talking about. So watch that show, and you're going to get more in a few minutes. So go ahead, B-Roots.
Yeah, there's 2 things that how Richard Hart wins. There's two ways. Number one, he wins the lawsuit. He wins the lawsuit. Hex, PulseChain skyrockets to numbers y'all weren't even thinking about. Just last week, everybody was saying 10x, 20x, 50x. If Richard Hart wins this case, there's your glory. Originally, I said Richard Hart's glory is one is luck. Hex is luck. 2 is all right, you turn your head. 3 is okay, we got something. He is what he is. That's in coins. That has changed a little bit. 1 is you got lucky with Hex. 2 is you just outdid the SEC. 3 is PulseChain moons like crazy. So there's your he got to skip a whole bull market just by having the SEC on him. Now all lights are on you. Now here it is. This is your chance. Everyone knows about it now. Everyone now knows about Hex.
Talking about it.
Everyone now knows about PulseChain. The marketing is there. You can't get any more outrage marketing than the SEC just tweeting coming in your face by saying we're gonna sue. Yeah, if he wins this, forget the second bear market that it takes to actually to get that notoriety. The SEC just automatically skips it straight to it, and Richard Hart will be on top. Number 2, the situation. He just settles, and this shit still pumps. That would be just as crazy, because then it's like all the haters would be crying, pissed off, mad. Oh, it's a security. You guys are illegal securities, blah, blah, blah. And that shit is still going. Don't even matter. Just still pop, pop, just killing it. So in my most humble opinion, it is a bullish scenario. However, realize it might take some time. So, my goal of saying 10x by October and November, unless he settles sometime in the next few months, probably not going to happen. But if he settles in the next month, just says, all right, what does it take? All right, here you go, game money, let's go, business as usual. Nothing.
Yeah,
So
dude, I can,
handle it. I do think, I was talking with Crypto Ran Man, he was saying that Richard Hart has a ego to the point where he wants to be right and he wants to chase everything. I 100% see that part of it. The second part of it is the business side that they're not seeing. Business side is settle it, get out of my face. I raised $1 billion. Here's 50 million. See it. It ain't nothing. Here's 50 million. Let's keep it.
Yeah. And, just there's so many scenarios to play out. Shout out to the X Army rating us. We're going to pull up that chart soon, but we got to talk about this. There's just a few scenarios, right? Could it be some insiders wanting to get PulseChain lower, paying off the SEC to go after him? Just like you said, Beards, the timing is just so immaculate right now. Just having this lawsuit come out, having him be all over the news, his movie's out. People, even his haters are going to go watch his movie now. This is going to be built-in marketing on top of marketing. And I can hear Richard Hart's voice in my head right now. SEC tried to shut me down. They tried to make us all lose our money, but I saved us. I saved it. I made you millionaires. Even when the SEC, I can just hear this stream right now, bro. And this is exactly what he is looking for. Whether he fights this lawsuit or not, I think he has, like Beard said, this dude, he didn't just make this coin. He has a team of lawyers, and I believe he has this plan. So I feel like he's almost been waiting for this moment. It didn't catch him off guard, in my humble opinion as well. And I see this playing out well. I bought the dip. It is scary, right? A lot of funds are going down, but at the same time, guys, this is how opportunity is made in crypto. So yes, it's stressful.
It's not just crypto. This is how opportunity is made. You only get one shot in life. You know, they probably even say, like with the UFC, I know they said in football, like you get a shot one time, and depending on that timing, whether you fumble that shot or you hit a home run, that's the difference between it making it or not.
Or making
The difference between me getting scholarships, 26 scholarships in football, I could tell you the exact play it was that turned heads, and everybody was like, who is this guy? You probably could say the same scenario, that there was some turning point in your UFC career that where it was like, okay, that was it. That was the time. That was the hit. That was the tap out. That was the knockout, whatever it was that turned heads and be like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
This
absolutely.
is it right here for Richard Hart.
It's actually
make it or break it right here.
It's actually my five-year anniversary of being in the UFC. I punched my ticket to get a UFC contract in front of Dana White on this day 5 years ago. So yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And this, like Beard said, this is the time, man. You know, obviously we ran back up to 7. Now, I mean, why don't we just pull up the chart and just take a look?
Yeah.
It's that time. Shout out to Sergio, Mega Weth. Make ETH great again. Hardworking dev, lots of potential in the investor bags to pour in. Huh.
Don't worry, Pulse Army. Or Pulse Army. Yeah, Pulse Army too. Don't worry, Pulse Army. X Army, we talking about we gonna come.
Yeah, we're gonna get in the X Army, man. The
Yeah,
X Army strong, bro. They just broke new all-time high, hitting 40 million, man. I love to see that.
They are dumping Pulse right now.
Yes, they are.
Let's see here.
Well, you know, it's the people that woke up late and they saw the news. Oh no, and they just woke up emotional and like, well, I can break even. I only lost 20 G's.
Here's the best part, man. Really, the people that are selling that can affect the chart that go like this is whales. You can't get any better than this. The situation was we couldn't do, you know, the big numbers that, you know, Buck says, oh, we're only gonna do a 10x, we're only gonna do that. I bet you Buck sold. I'm gonna say I think he sold, bro. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. That's a joke, but that's the thing. The people who thought they knew it all, there's the question: how you're going to earn your stripes as a whale, whether or not you sold or not, or it's if you didn't catch that information, that dip right before that happened, you got decisions to make. Do you cut your losses? Or do you add to it? That is the big question that you must ask yourself. So I do think the only people that makes the price go that way, that fast, is not the people who invested $1,000. It isn't the people that spent $5,000. It's not even the people that can hit $10,000. It's those who's got hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, that can make something with $20 million of liquidity drop that hard that fast. And what does that mean? Opportunity for the little guy to get in. It's that simple. Opportunity for the little guy, opportunity for whales that believe that can restack their bags and get even bigger. Opportunity. Because it's not as big as what you thought. Those who got the big wallets, the majority of people who sacrifice with the big money, are not down that much, if any. Very little. We're getting there now, but it's just a flash crash. That's all it is. It's just like 2020 COVID crash. That thing crashed and then bounced it right back up within the week. So I can't say it's going to smash back up, but boy, if you let me accumulate at this prices, anything I get on the east side, bro,
pull up that chart.
I might just now you got me thinking. I'm over here looking at that price like, that ain't bad. There's a price I will go in more on for sure. Definitely. But let's look at the price right now. Let's bring up the chart here. Get here. Bam, bam. Present. Share screen. Wrap post. So, broke the trend line, as you can see. Where did it go visit? I don't even need to look at it. You get me back here, I'm buying again. Hold on. Line. Let's get this out here, clear it up a little bit. Clear that out. Right there.
It ain't going back there, in my opinion.
And if it does, that won't go that low. I mean, that would be Rackham pretty much selling his coins at a break even. Whew. You know what's funny? We've already done it in a matter of 2 days. They're just kind of going back, testing that part again. So the low is here. That's where we're at right now. So a lot of people won't take advantage of this. A lot of people will sell it. You know, I'm seeing people sell right now like 79 million Pulse. You know, they sold it for $4,500. 102 million Pulse, $5,800. Like, these guys aren't really affecting it. Look at that. I'm gonna tell you what affected it. See here. There you go. 5.6 billion, 3.7 billion, 1.8 billion, 1.7, 1.6, 1.6, 1.6, 1.7. Like, these are the ones that are affecting it. But man, the price that they're selling at, look at this. 5672, 5443, 58, 66, 58, 60. You're too late. Like, what are you doing? This is stupid. 71, 71, 63, 62, 53. You did not catch it in time.
And that's completely emotional impulse.
This is where you want to do it if you do it. Even this, I would be like, all right, it's going lower. That I would be like, okay, down here, you doofus, like, bro, these people lost long-term capital gains taxes if they're in America. That's a 2x right there. So you think you sold here? No. Tax-related wise, if you're reporting taxes, you actually sold down here. You lost a 2x just in taxes, capital gains taxes right there. Now, if you come back and buy here, capital gains taxes start all over again. Now, just imagine if you buy back in up here. Let's just say they buy back in right here. Now they have half their stack. So instead of 5.6 billion, they now have 2.3 billion if they decide to buy back right here. Not to mention, they have to hold it for a year. Now, it would suck if this thing went up and now they got to hold for a year, because if they don't, they got to take another tax hit. 50%. Pa! So, like you said, it's emotional. People aren't thinking. That's dumb money. That's dumb money. And I've always said Hex has stupid whales. They're dumb. They don't know how to, they're dumb.
Well, they kind of got lucky, right? Like,
yeah, they don't know how to do it. They don't. They react.
It's like they can do it again.
Yeah, so this is what I've also said. The difference between Hex and PulseChain, there ain't nothing that can keep you from holding. Once you sell, you are out. And the amount of burning that's probably going out,
insane.
Even better than the first day, bro.
Just on the DAI pairing alone, we got 26.22 million volume. And I mean, that was at like 2, or I think it was at 3 million this morning. So We bumped up 23 million in what, 2 hours? So this is like, honestly, bro, like it was nerve-wracking. It was like, what the hell's going on? You know, watching your money go down. I bought in a big amount right before this happened. So, you know, obviously I wish I had bought in now, but at the same time, it's like, dude, we're shaking out the weak hands. We're shaking out the real non-believers. And now Richard Hart is the talk of the town. All you have to do is resolve this, come out and talk about it, and just say, hey, it's all good. Or he just settles with the SEC. That is such a bullish catalyst. Boom. We saw what happened with the XRP. And, you know, I think I think it's going to happen way faster. And I just think I think the stars are aligning, even though this is some scary times. And for all the people that didn't get sacrificed, that didn't get a position they wanted, here's your shot. So
here we go, real fast. We got 8 minutes to listen to this. We got the time, and then we'll go into some other things. But I think this is real important for today.
X-Army, stay tuned. We're coming right to you after this.
The United States government, every once in a while, tries to help its citizens
Can you hear that?
screwed.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
I can't.
It's nice for government to do. And so historically, people would get screwed by schemes where people would say they were going to do one thing and then do a different thing, and then people would lose money. So basically, they created a branch of the government called the Securities and Exchange Commission that tries to help people not get scammed. And I think they forget that that's what they're supposed to be doing. Like, that's the reason they exist, is to stop people from getting scammed. But then they like get caught up in the intricacies of the laws, and then they don't think about whether they're really getting the job done. How many of these rug pull guys have been indicted? Not a single one that I'm aware of. And how many people have lost money to rug pulls? Oh God. Squid Game. It's worth 4.3 trillion. It went to zero. I do so much to try and protect people from getting scammed, and it saddens me to see them attacking people that aren't scamming. We have no shortage of real scams in crypto. If your employer doesn't pay you properly, do you call the Securities Exchange Commission? Nope. Why? Because they are not empowered with regulating business-employee relationships. What if your bank doesn't pay you what they're supposed to? What if they double charge you, like Bank of America, or rather Wells Fargo? I think Wells Fargo, they got fined massively for billing people for stuff they didn't sign up for. Do you call the SEC? No, you don't. You call your state attorney general. So what is this little sliver of stuff that they're supposed to cover? Regulate securities. Okay, well, what are securities? Securities are when you put your money into a common pool with the expectation of profit solely from the work of others. The Securities and Exchange Commission has tried to water it down with things like, is there critical entrepreneurial effort? Is there critical managerial effort? And what does critical mean? It means without it, the stuff fails. Fails. Critical. And so these words critical and solely are very, 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 very important. If you paint your house, did you put money into a common pool? Well, yeah. I mean, you bought your paint, everywhere else did. Okay. Did you have expectation of the profit of work of others? Well, I mean, you painted your own house. It wasn't really others, it was you. Okay. And that's it. Like, so when you paint your house, you expect to profit from it. Now you've got a nice painted house. Now your house is worth more. Cool. Good for you. SEC doesn't regulate that. They don't regulate you improving your house. They don't regulate someone else improving your house, by the way. You pay some guy to paint your house. Is that a security? Nope. You buy a baseball card. Security? Nope. You buy a Ferrari, goes up in value. Security? Nope. You buy gold, goes up in value. Security? Nope. So what's a security? If you're doing the work and someone else isn't doing the work, then you violated that solely part, and it shouldn't be a security. If there's no common pool, it shouldn't be a security. And when I say shouldn't, I mean the Howey Test states that every single leg has to pass or it's not a security. So you have to put money into a common pool with the expectation of profit solely from the work of others. They added on this non-judicial stuff with entrepreneurial effort and critical managerial effort. And then there's also some family likeness thing. But the family likeness thing just basically means, like, in theory, you should be regulated as whatever your thing is most similar to. Let's take a look at Hex. You buy Hex. Where'd you buy it from? A common pool? Nope. Most people, I think, buy on Uniswap. Where are the coins coming from? Everybody else that used Uniswap. It's like a flea market. And are you expecting profit from the people that you bought from? One, you don't even know who they are, unless there's someone like, I don't know who any of the people on Uniswap are. Does anyone else know? I don't think. And do you expect profit from these people you don't even know who they are? How are you going to expect stuff from people you don't even know who they are? You don't even know if they're people. It could just be machines. It could just be bots. It could be AI. You have no idea. If there was profit, is it solely from them? Well, no, you ran your own code to perform that transaction to make those coins come to you. You had to do work to move those coins, or else they couldn't possibly move. You, as the person that's transacting on Uniswap, are running all the code. Without you running the code, ain't nothing happening. Where's the common pool? No common pool. It's a million different people. Where's the expectation of profit from the work of others? Who's doing work? You're the only one doing the work. And then like, there's some of the stuff so obvious. Like, okay, so let's just say Hex in general. Is there a Hex building somewhere? Nope. Is there a Hex office? No. Is there a Hex marketing team? No. Is there a Hex CEO? No. Is there a Hex company? No. Okay. So who are you expecting profit from? Doesn't make sense. Hex is the silliest thing to ever screw with because it's the least security thing in the whole game. I die, hex.com goes offline. You go to backuphex.com, hardhex.xyz, apphex.win, staker.app, etherscam.io, write contract. Okay.
tshare.app. I made that one.
There you go. Right?
It's a front end for Hex.
Nice, dude. Good job. I didn't even know it existed. And this is what actual decentralization looks like. These are entirely different code bases run by entirely different people on entirely different infrastructure that have no relationship to each other. I don't even know about half of them. So it can't get more decentralized. And by the way, as far as decentralization goes, we're not even on any big exchanges. All of the trading is decentralized. It is nonsensical to attack Hex from a critical managerial entrepreneurial effort thing. It doesn't make any sense. There's no building, there's no people, there's no nothing. It's just code. It sits there. And it would just sit there dead and dormant, except people run it themselves. They decide to do their own work and run the code themselves. That's effort of themselves. It's just like drawing a picture of a pony. Hey, I drew a picture of a pony. Used to be just pencil and paper. Drew a pony picture. Now I have one. Is there security? And then when you mine your own coins, what's the difference? Tell me the difference between you mining your own coins and drawing a pony picture. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And the concept that anyone would try and tax you on drawing your own pony picture is crazy to me. And that's another thing that's coming up. You can't, if I draw a pony picture, you're not supposed to tax me on that. And if I do some math and mint some more quote coins, which are just like ledger entries in some global shared database thing, should I be taxed on that? What's the difference? What's the difference between me doing some math and writing down a number in a public ledger and me just drawing a pony picture? They both take effort. They're both recorded somewhere that you can see. Like Hex is the strongest. It launched totally sufficiently decentralized. It has had forever many multiple front ends. It has no building. It has nobody working for it. It makes you no promises whatsoever. What do you want? It's drawn pony pictures, except you're minting quote coins, which are just ledger entries. I don't know how one would try to successfully attack it. So you don't have a common pool. You don't have managerial entrepreneurial effort. You don't have expectation of profit from the work of others. What's left? That's like every possible thing. Oh, okay. Let's go family likeness test. What's it most similar to? Bitcoin. Except instead of blowing up the environment to mint coins, you just lock your coins up for a while. You can lock them up for a day. Okay, great. Everyone says Bitcoin's not a security. Sweet. So like, we just win on like every single possible front.
Going to be interesting, bro. I love how K4K takes his information and just like subscribe to me instead. It's like bro, it's like you're like, it's like Matty Allen's freaking show, and he took a script of that and said, "Subscribe to me." Gosh,
yeah. Hey man, do what you got to do, I guess. Yeah, and look at this. I mean, PulseChain's already back over 6, so it's gonna be.
Bro. Like, well, here we go. Back to that though. PulseChain TA. The next 4 hours is going to be bullish for the TA on it. So you gotta make sure when you say that, it's not going to just It has to have time to accumulate and find its new floor. I put this right here as a possibility. You don't see that, do you?
No.
So here's your possibilities where you're going to see traders kick in. You're going to see traders kick in right there because they have an opportunity to actually break even from this day of trading.
What's that number?
That number is 7675. You're also going to see this kick in from these days of trading. That is 86. You're going to see a lot of heavy selling back and forth between these two levels right here. And the reason why is that's the most point that it hit. So you see a lot of this going on in between here. So you're going to see a lot of this going on in between this. Reason for it is because these guys get the break even. So they finally get the break even. They get to ask themselves, do I sell at 9? And you're going to get a lot of that. 9 to 8.5. You're going to get a lot of selling going on right here. So this is just cheap. This is just opportunity. So you're going to see this go up very fast over here. Then you're going to see, because these are all sacrifices, bro. These are all big well sacrifices. So anything that goes in now, they're not going to, the wells are going to kick into here. And definitely not going to kick in here because these are where the big wells kick in. So the big wells can say, all right, I get a 2x and I'll go come in later. So that's where the multi-wells still are at a 2x at this level. At this level, majority of wells are at a 2x at this level. So you're going to see a lot of back and forth going in between these lines right here.
Look at the comment.
It's going to take a while to play out. It's not going to just go like, whoop, whoop, and back up here. No. You're going to see who the real wallet holders are. It's going to distribute. It's going to get more and more decentralized. The wallet numbers are going to get spread. It's going to be less in wells' hands. And you know what happens after that? Those wells will buy back higher when they feel like it's safe for them. So they don't care that they're stupid to do it, but they're not going to care to come back in when all the coast is clear and pump our bags even up to here. That's how I see this playing out. So even though I see this, I still see a W forming.
Yep.
All you're saying is just a one flash crash. This picks back up. You're going to see some trading being done here, and you're going to see a W, in my opinion, still form out. And when you see it, you're just going to see one little wick. That was opportunity. Or just dies. I don't think that's happening. I don't think it's happening. So
the community is too
speculation at its most is going to happen in this area. So regardless, the wells are going to be in profit because people are going to be willing to speculate down here in this area, but they'll still be in profit up in here. So I think you'll see a nice accumulation phase in these bars right here. Right here is all. That's all possible. That's an easy play. From here to here, easy. Common sense.
Yeah, man. Well, it's definitely been an interesting morning in crypto. I'd say that.
Yeah.
So let's I'm about to send this in the X Army because we're going to talk about them. But just want to conclude our, just what we've been talking about. This is a time where you either see opportunity or you see fear and run. But whatever decision you make, you have to be good with it, because if you're all over the place, you're going to get wrecked. So buying in, selling. A lot of people got emotional today. I'm sitting back. I'm waiting to hear from Richard Hart, waiting to see how things transpire, and just kind of using this as opportunity. I don't think anything's changed. I don't think, and you talked about it, Beards. Let's look at history. You tweeted this. And just talk about that a little bit before we move on.
Yeah. The history behind it, plain and simple, on the tweet. Let's go here.
Imagine a Richard Hart stream right now.
That'd actually be pretty cool.
That'd be bullish.
He won't do that, though. Lawyers would tell him not to do that, for sure. So, simple tweet, man. I tweeted this while I was on the space. Right here. EOS raised $4 billion and settled with the SEC for $24 million. Let me repeat that. EOS raised $4 billion and settled with the SEC for a lackluster $27 million or $24 million. This means that they got to keep. Let's see here. 100,000 million billion minus 24 million. I don't want to mess this number up. They got to keep $976 million they got to keep. I would do that all day, bro. If I could get a civil court and say, all right, I'm going to raise $4 billion. And even if they were like, we're going to charge you $1 billion, I'd be like, okay. And you tell me I'm going to get off and that's it? That's cool? Yeah. That's the settlement? Yeah. So you're telling me I get to keep $3 billion? Yeah. Here you go. And that's what Richard Hart says. Like, that's his backup. Like, that's the worst case scenario. So when I'm making my decisions, that is the worst case scenario. And I think that's, what comes down to it. So, and the funny thing is EOS is still listed on Coinbase, Binance, OKX, BitGet, Kraken, Bybit, Huobi, KuCoin, and PulseChain raised $1 billion. So according to that, 24 divided by 4. What if they was like, Richard Hart, we're going to fine you $6 million. Bro, Richard Hart don't even have to come up with that. The community would raise $6 million in a heartbeat, bro. So, hey, man, you're going to have reaction. You're going to have people reacting to the price, fear, understandable. I get it. But just make sure you're being smart.
Dixon threw in the exact link, although Dixon, we can't click that up. So
what's up?
Dixon threw in like a link to the SEC, and he was just saying like, let's read over it, but we can't click that link from that. Richard Hart spending all the money, investors' money on luxury goods, bro. Kenny.
That's what I want. You heard. Yeah, you heard me interrupt. No, he's saying it doesn't make sense.
Oh,
you
okay.
heard me
That's what I was
interrupt. Saying. You heard me interrupt Tone Vase in the Spaces call with Mario. That's so much accusations that you guys just don't know the information on it. There's $670 million chilling in a wallet and DAI right now. There's not a single bit of hex that's been sold, and that's what I wanted to get to. Is like, what are you saying he spent his hex on this and that? And the next part is, even if he did buy up hex, which you can't prove it's him, but whoever took in that money, even if they wanted to buy hex, that is okay. How do we know Satoshi didn't buy up Bitcoin? We don't know that. Satoshi made Bitcoin. And if he did a fundraiser for Bitcoin, would it have been bad if Satoshi bought his own product that he liked? I mean, he built it and he's like, okay, I want to buy it. I like it. Here's to the world. I like it too. So I'm going to mine it too. I'm going to buy it too. Why wouldn't you? So it only makes sense. It only makes sense that it's okay for someone else to actually buy this thing. So let's talk about X. Not Hex, but X. X Army. Boy, the X Army is smashing it. Killing it. Let's see where X is at. Ooh, wait. X is at a new all-time high. Smashed it. Bro, y'all ain't Man, not financial advice, though. Not financial advice. But hey, man, the narrative, peeps, is strong. Right now, we are retesting the previous all-time high, which was right here. So you either choose between there or there. You're going to want to retest that. But right now, it broke out. Dang, it went to a 50 mil market cap, bro.
Might have been a bot, but I saw it at 40.
It ain't no bot. This went up there.
Oh, wow.
There's no bot, bro. It's probably going to retest this little 30 mil market cap right here. Let's see on a 30-minute line. It looks like, yeah, it was just 30 minutes ago. It was happening during our live stream when we just went live.
Wow. Dude, the X Army is strong, bro.
Look at that W. Bam, bam, bam. Just happened. Wow. Whoa! Just hit it with it. This thing is a beast, man. Look at it. Look at the daily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sell. Look at where you could have got in if you wanted to get in on X. You could have got in at a $6 million market cap on day 6. Laws of meme coins does not mean sell and go away and take the profits. You can do that, actually, if you want to do that. A lot of coins, you're going to do that. But when there's a narrative so strong,
and community
so strong, what I like to do when I see something like that is buy it back. So I definitely bought, won't say, somewhere within this candle. And then what you saw this, it tried it again and went up low, went down low, higher. Tried the next day, higher. Next day, see you later. $50 million market cap. Now you're seeing some profit taking of people who are afraid because they didn't get in here. They got a little bit higher, so they're profit taking and selling right now. But I have a feeling we'll probably accumulate somewhere in the $35 million market cap and keep it going. Because right now, it just looks like a bull flag. Whoop. Bull flag. That bull flag has a target of you probably do it to no, you can do it to here now. Way higher than this. $75 million market cap, so 75 to 80. And you know, if it gets a little crazy, probably takes off at 0. So 75 to 100 mil market cap.
Yeah, man.
It's a target, just a target. That's just, you know, probably for more accumulation. But X looks good right now.
And X came on Shill Tank last week at a $4 million market cap. It was on the dip. They came on Shill Tank. They hit 25 million. So basically a 6X or 5X, a little over a 5X. And now they are coming on Shill Tank tomorrow, looking to do another 5X on the week. I think X going to give it to you. So, yeah, make sure you guys check that out. Let me pull it up real quick right here. Just if you guys are new, just watching the live stream, bam, Shill Tank right here, guys. $1,000 giveaway sponsored by X. You guys just have to follow the rules, tag 3 friends, retweet the space, follow X, B-Roots, myself, and subscribe to the CryptoKings YouTube channel. We will check those to make sure. And right now, it doesn't show on here. I think there's over 350 people waiting to get in that space. So if you're a project or you're in a project, if your dev is serious about the project, I bet he will come to Shill Tank and pitch his project in front of the apes because we have a packed room. I'm just looking at this now. Yeah, we have 385 people waiting, and it's not even Tuesday. So It's going to be a packed room. There's going to be over 500 people in there. People want to hear about good projects. So if you guys are listening, you're part of a community and you want to pitch your project, show up, follow the rules, and it's going to be a good show. Bring us
385 people
already.
85.
That's what I'm saying.
I think going on a Spaces call with about 5,000 people helped a little bit. But
yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, this thing, and it's just a super strong community right now as well. So
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is the Shill Tank, man. We've been consistent. We've been consistently finding gems. We've been consistently putting on good projects. So consistency pays in this game, and we've reached our year anniversary. I believe it was like August 10th, or probably in between August 1st and 10th. I don't know the exact date, but this is our 1 year anniversary doing Shill Tank twice a week. We probably skipped only a couple Shill Tanks in that entire year. So we found gains, we found garbage, and the people that have stayed in there listening the whole time, they have learned how to find and spot out bullish projects quicker. Especially, like I always go back to fighting, guys. If you train something for a while, like jiu-jitsu, you will become a black belt, 25 years. So if you train for the past year of finding bullish projects, seeing what runs, seeing what doesn't, checking out contracts, looking at websites, looking at the wallet holders, all these different things, when retail comes in, they're going to be white belts. And you guys are going to be a much higher level, finding out projects earlier than them, and essentially they will pump your bags. Shout out to Rowdy Rathor. Ian Highness, I'm a big fan of yours, brother. Let's go. I'm all in on X. Awesome, man.
Damn, don't even care about me. That's cool. I'll just play.
He's a Volt guy. What up?
Oh, that's why. That's why. He's a Volt guy.
Cuckoo going crazy. Yeah, man. X Army's in the house, man. So, yeah.
You got the suspect cough over there?
That was my wife in the background. So, yeah, man. I mean, this is crazy. Spaces are going on right now. Everyone's dialed in trying to figure out what the heck is going on PulseChain. Beards, there's a question for me. You're probably going to talk about. What should I be looking at PulseChain right now on the hourly? Just to try to figure out some TA on it. What do you
TA on a flash crash, bro?
Okay.
It's trying to find its new base.
It's trying to find a floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're either it hit that line to a T. So right now it's what is it worth? Right now they're saying it's worth half of what the sacrifice price was.
Yeah.
So, personally, I'm sitting back and chilling. I don't need to put any more money in the PulseChain. Not going to unless it hits a certain amount. If it's a certain amount, then I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely going back in. Because even if you look at, let's see what happened to EOS.
Yeah, that would be a great thing to pull up. Because how long did it take before they found resolution?
Not long. Let's see here. EOS case. EOS SEC. SEC orders blockchain company. That was on September 30th, 2019. So September 30th. Let me share my screen here. Present. September 30th, 2019. Was right here. No. Sorry. That. EOS. Max. I bet you it's this drop right here. No, wasn't even that. It wasn't even like nothing, bro. Right there. It already dropped. So let's take that right there. So September 30th of 2019 was right here. And then bitch still went up. So it went to $5.35. So it doubled in price, crashed down, and even went into its own, that 2021 bull run. Even EOS had a bull run to $14.22. So
when was the payoff for it? From when they filed the lawsuit, how long did that take?
Oh, sorry, so the payoff was in 2019. The actual lawsuit filing, it's not giving me anything pre 2019. I'm saying EOS security. Yeah, doesn't really give me anything on the internet, the exact date. But bottom line is
it was January 2016.
No, that's not true. They weren't even out in 2016, bro.
Oh.
ES came out in 2018. Came out right after the bull market. Y'all over here giving fake ass dates and shit.
That was EOS lip balm. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I think it'll get resolution faster than, I hope.
It's all up to Richard Hart. It's all the way he does and the way he goes with it. But, maybe this is the reason why he was being quiet.
Yeah, do you think it was like he found out like from a tweet? No.
Well, I mean, he was kind of far back, like at the beginning. So it was months ago where he kind of chilled out and stopped doing interviews and stuff like that. Years, actually. I mean, when was his last live stream? Forever ago. So
yeah, but if you're marketing, you're not going to start marketing early. It's we see it all the time. Like people who try to come out and market too early, it kind of kills that. It kills the run because you're just shooting your shot a little too early. So I figured it was planned to, sit back, wait. You got people online. I saw it the other day. Richard Hart abandoned PulseChain and he just doesn't. It's just up to us now, guys. We need good builders and this and that, and our bags might be blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, man, this is such a bottom signal when you have people like that are hexicans and
crap. Yo. Sorry. My favorite actor just died.
Oh.
Jeez. Okay. All right. Sorry.
Who is it?
Paul Rubin. Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Herman. Wow.
Pee Wee Herman died at 70 years old.
Wow. R.I.P. Pee Wee Herman.
Rest in peace, Pee Wee.
Yeah, man.
Favorite childhood actor, man.
Really?
I used to watch that. I know that show like back of my head, man. I've got DVDs. I got DVDs still sealed in sink wrap. Like, I'm a big fan. Wow. All right. Well,
crazy day, man. It's just yeah, I'm gonna just go chill out the rest of the day because I mean, listen, man, this is like
why you sound like your dog died, bro? Like it's just
don't even go.
Man.
Listen, man. No. Let me tell you guys the real story for people on the stream. B-Roots got on and listen, I didn't know about the lawsuit, but I said this is bullish. And B-Roots said this is not bullish. And now on the stream, you come on and you're like, this actually could be bullish. So
it's bearish. It's not bullish.
I'm saying
it's
bearish, but long term. You just said it was bullish. I'll pin it. I'll post it.
For someone that wants to get in. For
Yeah,
new people that want to get in, it's bullish for them. Like you got an opportunity.
But is it bullish for exposure to Richard Hart and PulseChain? If everything goes as planned and he wins, is that bullish?
It's opportunity.
It's opportunity. Right now is opportunity.
I wouldn't say it's bullish. It's opportunity to be bullish, but it's not bullish. It's not like, oh yeah, I'm so bullish now. No, you're not. You're lying. You're lying to yourself. You're faking if you say it's bullish.
I'm saying if the scenario plays out The way
this is why I say you're lying to yourself. Right now, you're like, it's bullish, and you're like, I don't know, man. It's that day of crypto. It's like, what?
it's not even as did I say sad day? I'm just saying it's big swings when you have a 60% drop in one of your biggest holdings, no matter what the scenario. But I'm saying in the long term of it being the movie coming out this weekend, having the SEC talking about Richard Hart on every news station. I mean, we got Reddit, we got all these news stations talking about it. We have Mario talking about Richard Hart, putting his name out there. Everyone knows who this man is. So if he can come out here and he's representing true decentralization, true DeFi, and he comes out and does something spectacular, I just think this is the stamp on
becomes bullish. But for
that becomes
2 years,
bullish.
XRP was bearish. Why? Because they were in a lawsuit. Then a scenario happened, and then it became bullish. Same scenario.
I'm saying long term.
Same scenario.
I'm going to cut it up when you just said it could be bullish.
Nothing. It's bullish for opportunity for
there we go.
People. For new people, it's bullish. It's bullish for you because you're finding a floor, and then you get in, and then bam, you're better. You got a better position than anyone that's been getting in that SEC rate.
Yep,
it's bullish for you, but it is a bearish scenario at the moment. We don't even know all the facts. So we're over here talking about this, isn't it? Maybe someone has some information that Richard Hart did sell stuff on the community. We don't know that. So right now, as it sits, it's bearish. It's only a bearish scenario to like there have been plenty of bearish scenarios. Bitcoin has dropped 85, 90% all the time. So I'm saying I don't care. It's not bothering me. It's not an issue. So when I hear like sad day, like all down on yourself,
I didn't say sad day.
Yeah, you did.
I said crazy day.
Well, crazy day, sad day with voice all low.
Bro, you got Pee Wee Herman died. Your favorite actor just died.
That's way more
sad.
That's more sad than freaking what happened. If you told me, what are you going to be more pissed off about, Pee Wee Herman dying or the price of PulseChain going down 50% in a day? I would have definitely said Pee Wee Herman. Not because I'm human. It's just like, all right, well, it's just going to accumulate and then go back up. So that's the scenario. That's what's going to happen. You're going to have whales dumping, and the price is going to spread out. Does Richard Hart go and die forever? Like, is he done forever? No. Is he going to jail? In my opinion, no. Once this is all over, will he continue doing what he does? Yes.
If Sam Bankman-Fried didn't go to jail or get any criminal charges,
I'm like, bro, like y'all, it's just like
that's crazy, bro. That dude walked free, bro. That dude walked free. He was just over here partying, just throwing funds around.
SEC still haven't fucking went after fucking FTX. All this. Where's the SEC's lawsuit against FTX? I'm still waiting for it,
dude. This is such a crazy space, bro. What a clown show! Like, dude, I'm just saying. Now that we're talking about the clown show that we see, Richard Hart triumphing and rising up, and like, in a way, he won't fully defeat them because that's like going to be impossible. But in a way, getting another big win for crypto and getting a huge win for PulseChain. That could be a bullish scenario, and that's what I'm playing out in my head. So that's why I said bullish.
Yeah.
So opportunity, possible bullish scenarios, and just a shakeup in the PulseChain ecosystem today. That's what's happening.
If anything, originally, I was bearish. I wasn't as bullish on the movie. The second word. I wasn't that like hyped up in the movie. I was like, this movie ain't gonna do nothing. That has changed today. The timing of that movie and the SEC doing this now puts eyes on that documentary. And in that scenario, you could see a whole range of things. The only problem is outsiders.
It doesn't look good.
Fear. They look at it as fear. But if, like I said, if Richard Hart overcomes this, that's our bag. This bags are gonna fly.
Say it.
Gonna fly.
Bullish. and I mean, but one scenario also on the counter side to that, playing the other side, does it look bad that Richard Hart is getting charged with these alleged, buying people's funds or, mishandling funds, fraud, all this, and then they go watch this movie and he's just super cocky on it? Like, that was when he was like in his super cocky, where he's like, I just bought this. I own the biggest diamond. I got a big dick. Like, all these things. Like, does that look bad on him, or does it not matter? People are watching the video and they're like, are they going to love him after the movie? Are they going to like him? Or are they going to look at him like, this dude's a dick and possibly a scammer?
It all lines up.
It all lines up. So outsiders are going to look like it's bad. Like, they're gonna attack. They're gonna be in attack mode. You're probably going to hear about it. They're probably going to be like all these regular people. Oh, I heard you're on PulseChain. Are you okay? You're going to hear all that. It's all going to come. Just shake your head, because all they do is hear what gets reported to them by the news. So if it does go, because he was on CNN or whatever, it's all going to come back to all that stuff. It's all going to rally back up. To be honest with you, is Hex security? That's not what I'm worried about. I am more, if I was to worry about any part of that lawsuit, it's that fraud part. And now is there something that happened that we don't know about? You have to wait to get all the information from the SEC for that to come out. But what's likely to happen, something happens, they look into it, and we're going to be like, man, get out of here. They ain't proving that. Like, that's probably what's going to happen. Most likely. Unless they got hardcore evidence outside of that. Yeah. And it's like, Mario had a good point, too. It's like, the dude is worth hundreds of millions, possibly billions. Why would he mess around with like a 12 billion? Was it 12 billion? Like, why would he? 12 million. Why would he mess around with a $12 million sacrifice, or like just like funds? Like, why would he mess around with people's funds if he's worth this much money? Is he trying to take a back door and steal a little bit of money? That's very, very unlikely. Very unlikely. So we'll see how it plays out, guys. We'll bring you guys more news on that. We're not news reporters. We find bullish scenarios, but we want to see how this plays out. It does make a difference in the PulseChain future. So we will be staying tuned to that. So tune into that, guys, and to the X Army. We will see you guys on Shill Tank. Let's show up tomorrow. Let's break some records, and let's send this thing another 5X like we did last week after Shill Tank. And yeah, man, that's all I got. So appreciate you guys. Smash that subscribe on the way out. B-Roots, do you have any concluding statements?
If SBF walked, Richard Hart won't even be a case. That simple.
So for those of you who want to make that change, you need some crypto to help you to make that green. Yo, they got to let your CryptoKings showing you how to invest and live your dreams. So for those of you who want to make that change, you need some crypto to help you to make